So I have to start with the million-dollar question. Do you think there is any hope that a lasting peace settlement comes out of this whole extended period of diplomacy?
No, I think there's virtually no chance of that. I think when you look at what Russia's main demands are, which are largely non-negotiable, and you look at the Ukrainian and European position on the future of the war and what's necessary to put an end to it, it's hard to see how you could possibly reconcile the two sets
Hmm.
of demands. They're just irreconcilable. The Europeans and the Ukrainians on one side and the Russians on the other side are miles apart. And I think there's no way you can work out a deal.
What do you understand the Russian demands to be?
I think there are three main Russian demands. I think the first is that the West recognize that the four oblasts that the Russians have annexed, plus Crimea, belong to Russia. That's the territorial demand. The second
Just
demand
sorry
is
to interrupt, Professor, but on that first one, my understanding was they were asking for the whole Donbass, which consists of Donetsk and Luhansk, and not necessarily requiring the other two oblasts. But you understand differently.
we don't know what the Russian position is because they haven't told us. The argument that the Europeans are making is that Trump told them, or somebody in the Trump camp told them, that the Russians would be willing to accept a ceasefire if the Ukrainians withdrew from those two Donbass oblasts and froze the conflict line in Zaporizhia and Kherson, the other two oblasts. But that's just a ceasefire. That's not the final deal. And furthermore, the Russians would really be smart to accept that ceasefire, and the Ukrainians would be foolish to accept it because the end result of that deal that's being talked about is that Ukraine would give up the Donbass. And the Russians have had enormous difficulty conquering the Donbass. And here you would have a situation where Ukraine would give it up